Welcome to Module 8 of the Facebook advertising system from Leadpages. I'm Bob the teacher, the marketing educator here, and I bet you were wondering when we were actually going to start making ads in this course. The reality is, the actual ads of Facebook advertising should be your last priority, and so it's essential that you laid the framework of goals, conversion pixels, audiences, retargeting pixels, and landing pages before wasting a lot of time and money creating ads that simply won't convert. Before you create your ads, remember that your ads are meant to draw in potential subscribers and customers by getting them to click. They are not, by themselves, designed to sell your products and services. They are a brick in that pathway leading through your landing pages, follow-up messages, and additional communication towards the sale. To make sure your ads perform the best, couple your ads with your key custom audiences and save target groups. Your ads are comprised of three primary elements: a post, a compelling image, and a hot call to action. The more your ads can feel like regular Facebook engagement, the better your results will typically be. Finally, make sure you are using Facebook's Power Editor to take more control of your ad settings. Let's take a look at a couple of effective ads that have been created by Leadpages customers recently. Michael Hyatt used this ad targeting fans of Marie Forleo to give away a free ebook. Suzanne Evans used this ad to feature the diversity and energy of her target audience. Jeff Yalden emphasized his authority as an inspirational speaker to market his continuing education program for professionals that deal with teen suicide prevention. James St. John used this ad to connect with other virtual assistants who enjoy working from home and coffee shops. Freddie Lansky used this ad during a recent promotion to give away a free chess DVD for his online chesslessons.net sales funnel. And James Wedmore uses his goofy personality to attract attention for a free YouTube webinar. Getting inspired yet? Awesome, let's go. As I mentioned a moment ago, you'll want to build your ads from the Power Editor, not the standard advertising pages Facebook first shows you. You can access the Power Editor directly by going to facebook.com/ads/manage/Power Editor, or by clicking the Power Editor link on your Ads Manager screen. Get in the habit of downloading your most recent pixel data to the Power Editor. This is important because your retargeting audiences and conversion information doesn't automatically update. Choose the ad account for which you want to download your data and click Download. This data does not download to your computer. It simply downloads into the Power Editor. Once everything has a green check by it, you're ready for the fun to begin. Now, before we dive under the hood, it's important for you to understand how the Facebook advertising world is laid out. Facebook organizes your advertising efforts into campaigns. You can run as many campaigns as you want to, but I recommend that you start with one at a time so it's easier to manage while you're ramping things up. Campaigns are then comprised of ad sets, which is the level at which you target specific audiences. You can have multiple ad sets in a campaign. I recommend you start with 3 to 5 ad sets. Finally, each ad set consists of individual ads. You can have just one ad in an ad set or dozens. Each ad will be served in a rotation within your ad set, and you'll be able to track which images, headlines, and calls to action work the best in driving traffic to your site. Start by creating your campaign from within the Power Editor. Click the plus to create a campaign. After you've created your first campaign with all its settings, you may want to use the duplicate feature to save yourself some time. Name your campaign for easy reporting later. I suggest naming it for the goal and the time frame of your campaign. Next, you'll need to decide the pricing strategy for your campaign. With the auction setting, you'll buy your ads based on your audience targeting and the length of time of your campaign. By choosing auction, your price may fluctuate, but this will likely be the best option for you. You can also choose the fixed price option, but this essentially locks you into the price you want to pay, even if an auction pricing could have brought in lower ad costs. Next, choose your campaign's objective. You'll be able to measure more goals with each campaign than what is listed, but by choosing your primary objective with auction pricing, you'll leverage Facebook's advertising platform more efficiently. If just getting traffic to your site is most important to you, choose the clicks to website objective. Facebook will do what it can to send you as many visitors as possible within your budget. In most cases, this is not the best route to take because this objective doesn't take into account how well your landing page converts. Your second choice is website conversions. This is what we focus on at Leadpages because as long as you have your conversion pixels in place, Facebook will send you traffic most likely to convert into a lead or a customer. The remainder of the options may be worth considering depending on your advertising goals. Getting more page post engagement can help a particular post go viral, but there's typically not a financial metric that you can measure with likes, comments, and shares. The same is true for page likes. Use this objective if you want to build up your fan page audience and target this group in future advertising campaigns. But with Facebook showing less and less business page posts in the news feeds of fans, this is typically not a great option for you. Again, here at Leadpages, we focus our campaigns on website conversions because it's a lot easier to measure success or failure based on the advertising campaign's impact on our list growth and our bottom line. So I recommend setting up your campaign as an auction with website conversions for leads and sales. Review your campaign settings and make adjustments when you need to. Notice there's an on switch in the status column when your campaign is ready to go. Before your campaign can run, you need to create at least one ad set and at least one ad. Click the Ad Sets tab and then the plus to create your ad set. The next time you do this, use the duplicate button to save yourself some time. Now, choose your campaign for your ad set. You can also create a new one if you skip that step. Then, name your ad set for easy reporting. Since an ad set is matched to your ideal audience, you may want to name your ad set based on what you're offering and who it's targeted to. The first thing you'll do with your ad set is determine your budget. By selecting per day, your ad set will run at a deliberate pace throughout your campaign window. If you want to get your traffic as fast as possible, use lifetime budget, and Facebook will run your ads as fast as possible. When you're first starting out, I definitely recommend using the daily budget option so you can keep an eye on your progress. Otherwise, you could lose a lot of money in a short amount of time with not much to show for it. If your priority is as much traffic as soon as possible, then use the lifetime budget option. Next, choose the time frame by starting your ad set on a particular day and time, and the end time. You can always renew an ad set, so I recommend starting out with a 1 or 2 week window. Under ad scheduling, choose more options, and that will allow you to choose particular times of the day and days of the week to run your ads. Running ads towards busy parents is probably not ideal between 7 and 9 a.m. or 4 and 7 p.m. during the week. Notice that these time windows are based on the user's local time, not your own. Next, edit your audience. Ideally, if you followed my steps in the earlier modules, you'll have a saved target group or a custom audience pre-made to choose from. If you didn't, however, you can create your audience now. Additionally, you can narrow your target or custom audience further for this particular ad set if you like. You have several options for where to run your ads, and you set this option at the ad set level. Facebook changes how it displays ads on different devices frequently, so I recommend that at the minimum, you show your ads on the desktop newsfeed and the mobile newsfeed so your ads come across as stories. Recently, Facebook eliminated a couple of the ad blocks that show in the right column on the desktop, so now there are only 2 ads showing at a time, and they are slightly larger. So give those a try as well. If you want to really geek out on your conversion metrics and analytics, do one placement setting per ad set and call your ad set by the placement you're choosing. That way, you'll know how well your ads are doing based on where they are showing up. Within the mobile settings, you can also just show your ads within an ad set to users of a specific type of phone. Android devices, Samsung, Motorola, Google, or iPhone iOS devices. A recent ComScore report showed that iPhone users' median annual income is 40% higher than Android users. So if you're targeting more affluent buyers or those that engage more actively with apps on their phones, specify iOS devices only. Next, choose your optimization setting. The first few ad sets you put together, you'll likely want to optimize for clicks so you can get enough traffic to your pages that have conversion and custom audience pixels on them. However, once you have enough traffic, we recommend optimizing for conversions. This is why it was so important to start the process earlier with setting up those pixels on the right pages. If you skip that step, make sure you go back to modules 3 and 4. A good rule of thumb is to run your ad sets optimized for clicks until you've had 5 sales of your product and/or 30 leads added to your list. Next, you'll choose your pricing options. For this, we prefer to use get the most conversions at the best price because we'll typically get a better ROI than if we choose set the amount a conversion is worth to you. Review the ad set you've saved and remember to activate the ad set when your ads are ready with that status switch in the ad set list. Now you're ready to create your ads. Click the Ads tab from within the Power Editor and click the plus to create your ad. In the future, use the duplicate button so you don't have to create your ads from scratch. especially if you're wanting to rotate various ads to test which one works the best. Choose the campaign for your ad from the ones you created, then the ad set from the ones you've set up. Name your ad for easy reporting. I recommend you name your ad after the primary feature of the ad that sets it apart from the other ads you are going to create. For example, the primary color of your image or the main phrase of the text. In your ad editor, you'll be able to adjust the post content, the image, the headline, and the destination URL of your ad. Remember, when it comes to your ad, the most important thing to focus on is getting the right people in your target audience to click the ad and visit your landing page. First, choose which page represents your ad when it shows up in the newsfeed. Since you are using the Power Editor from within the Business Manager, you'll have access to all of the pages you're an admin for. Next, choose to create a new post that won't appear on your business page or use one of your existing posts. If you've heard the term dark post before, you're now seeing this in action. A post that's made into an ad but doesn't show up in the regular business page's newsfeed. Next, enter in the destination URL of your ad. This is where users will go to when they click on your ad. This should be that high converting landing page you created in the last module, or to a high converting blog post that you want to drive more traffic to. And ideally, your landing page should match the text, image, and post content of the ad you're using. The text box is where you enter in your post information or story. This should appear as much like a regular story in newsfeeds ads as possible to improve your engagement. Using questions and provocative statements is a good way to go to get viewers to continue reading your ad. Test out varying lengths and styles of your post to see what works best. Also, remember that your ad is going to a specific audience that you chose in your ad set, so use language that appeals to that specific group. Next, Facebook allows you to enter the link description. This is what shows up below your ad headline, which is below the image. This is where you should repeat or focus on the primary benefit and encourage action. Next is the ad headline, which is the large text that appears below your image. I recommend you create a headline that intrigues your target audience to want to know more. It's not typically effective to use a headline that expects a sale. You want to drive eager audiences to your landing page, and that's where you're wanting to focus on conversion to lead or to a sale. However, encouraging them to get something free, like a video, audio, or resource guide, typically converts quite well. Review the text elements of your ad and check out how it will look in the various locations you chose for your ad set. Now you're ready to add the image of your ad. Click Select Image and then Upload Image. You'll be adding your image to the Facebook Manager image library, so you'll be able to use these images easily in the future. Make sure you use an image that is sized at 1200 by 627 pixels, or whatever size Facebook currently requires. They typically change this requirement every 3 to 5 months. One great tool non-designers can use for creating images is called Canva.com. This is a free online web app, and it even includes a default size for Facebook ads in their dashboard. When you're creating your images, make sure you keep text areas to less than 20% of the total image. You can visually grid 20% blocks to help ensure the text area is within this restriction. Do this horizontally and vertically to get a general idea of the available area. It may be helpful here to geek out on these numbers a bit, since it's pretty likely your text area will not fit neatly into one of these horizontal or vertical bands. The 1200 by 627 pixel area results in about 750,000 square pixels. 20% of that is about 150,000 square pixels. So, measure the area of the text you have on your image by overlaying a rectangle in your image editing software. Multiply the width and height and make sure it's less than 150,000. In my example, the text is 517 by 89, which is about 46,000 pixels, way below the limitation. I can leave this as it is, or I can enlarge my text if I want to. Once you're happy with your image, verify that it's acceptable to Facebook with a check you see next to your image thumbnail. Then, preview your ad with the image and make any changes to the text you want. Next, decide if you want to add a call to action button. You can leave this off or choose from the options that are available. In the case of a free download, you may want to try the download button, but we also see a lot of success with Learn More. The one we see that converts the lowest is Shop Now. Preview your ad again, this time with the call to action button. Consider running multiple ads within this ad set where you are testing the effectiveness of the call to action button. If you have more advanced tracking involved in your marketing, feel free to add optional URL tags. Next, and this is very important, choose which conversion pixels are linked to this ad. Choose as many pixels as you've set up so Facebook can track what's working and what's not. At a minimum, you should have lead and sale conversion pixels set up. See Module 3 of this course if you need a refresher. Next is the Optimize Conversion Pixel. If your ad set is running based on Optimize for conversions, this is also very important. Choose which of your conversion pixels is the most important for Facebook to track. That way, the traffic Facebook sends you will be optimized for that type of conversion. You're all set with your ad, but I'd recommend testing a few variations of your ads to get the best results. Duplicate your ad using the Duplicate button within the Ad Manager. Change a single element for your ad, such as the image. You can try a completely different image with the same text on it, or you can use the same image with no text on it. You can be creative. You can also test out different headlines, post text, ad headlines, call to action buttons, etc. If you want to also test different segments of your target or custom audience, create a duplicate ad set and then modify your ads as you wish. For example, in my fake fitness business, Buff Bob's, I would use the ads I just created to target females, and this ad may be a better fit for the guys in my audience. Remember to check that text area to make sure it stays within the 20% limitation. Congratulations, you're now set for creating your ad campaigns. Here are a couple of reminders of what we've gone through in this module. Facebook's advertising environment consists of campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Each level has settings you'll want to tweak for your particular objectives. Set your budget and pricing strategy for initial testing and then scalability. For example, remember to use the daily budget limit so your traffic is spread over a period of days to better monitor your initial results. Create your ads and ad sets specifically for your target and custom audiences, tying together relevant ads with your high converting landing pages and blog posts. Now, before you go on to the next module, make sure you've downloaded the materials I've created for you to ensure your Facebook advertising success. Simply click on the button below to download all the videos, audios, handouts, and the Facebook advertising system mind map. Just enter in your email address and let me know where we can send those files to your inbox. When you're ready, go ahead and jump into the next module, and I'll lead you further down the path of growing your business with Facebook advertising and lead pages.